All right, we're going to get rocking and rolling here. I need to take a sip of my Jot coffee from my new KC Chiefs cup from Simple Modern. This was a gift from Candy Thunder for Christmas, and I am drinking my Jot coffee from there. Jot is a company that makes like coffee concentrate. So you put a tablespoon in, do 8 ounces of water, cream and sugar to taste, whatever you like. It is a lifesaver for this. Most of you guys know I record this content in the middle of the night because we run a business. We've got a family of 5 kids. So the only time that I have to do this kind of stuff is the middle of the night. I start at 10 p.m. and I stop whenever we're done. I've tried it without anything, and there is a stark contrast between when I do drink Jot coffee and when I don't. When I don't, it's garbage that you'll never see. So I am only alive and lifelike because Jot coffee makes it possible. And we actually reached out to Jot coffee because I love it so much and asked if they had some kind of affiliate program, and they do, and they accepted us into that. So you guys can go check out Jot Coffee and use the code DUSTY20 to get 20% off. That's how freaking good it is. Speaking of affiliate programs, in 2023, we will be exploring more of that kind of stuff because we got to make money doing this somehow, right? We got to. If we're going to keep devoting time to it, we have to be able to make something back from it. So the cool part is that we are only going to be reaching out to and working with companies that we actually believe in what they do and what they carry. So how it worked for Jot, where it's something that we loved and we reached out to them because it's something we wanted to talk about to you guys. We just wanted to be rewarded for it. We were going to do it either way. That's how we're going to approach everything else as well. So the things that we really, really love and care about and think you should know about are going to be the companies that we approach to talk to offer to you guys. So hopefully those companies have an affiliate program or some kind of discount that we can offer over to you so that we can spread the love for all the things that we already love and believe that you should really know about. I promise we will not be pushing garbage onto you, and we are not in this to sell out or to get rich. That's not going to happen. We know that by now. However, if there's an opportunity for you to discover something cool that we know about and for us to get some kind of little kickback in the process, hell yes, we're going to do it. So, Jot Coffee, Chiefs, let's rock and roll. Am I the asshole for bringing up my brother's premature birth at Christmas dinner to get my parents to shut up? I'm liking this one already. I am a nurse practitioner, and I am the primary care provider for a lot of the low-risk maternity cases at the practice where I work. I also work hand-in-hand with the doctors and midwives to create a healthy maternity, birth, and postpartum situation. My fiance is completing her residency. We live together and have for a few years now. We aren't in any hurry to get married. We originally had plans to do so a couple of years ago, but then we got really busy for 2 years. It is driving my very religious parents crazy that their youngest son is living in Than. I don't really care. I'm an adult and I do what I want. We are getting married in June. Time out. Just had to give OP a round of applause here. So we are visiting my parents for Christmas. The way it came together this year is everyone is at my parents' house. So that's my folks, my 3 siblings, myself, and fiance, and 7 grandchildren. So 17 people. At dinner, my mom starts going on about how she is so glad that we are finally able to get married and she won't be embarrassed at church anymore. And my dad shows how proud he is of his 3 older kids who all either waited to get married before moving in together or got married right away after moving in together. My fiance was getting embarrassed and I was getting mad over this stupid argument we have had too many times. And a family dinner was the last straw. I have asked them repeatedly to just accept that they cannot control how I live my life. I refuse to stay with them when I visit, even if I come alone. Hotels are just easier. So I started talking about a premature baby I had been reading about. It was almost 3 months premature and weighed about 1.6 pounds. It was super strong and healthy for being born so little, and the NICU had high hopes for the baby doing very well. My mom and dad both got deer in the headlight looks in their faces. Too bad. Should not have f***ed around with my fiance's feelings. So I asked about my oldest brother. He was born almost 4 months premature. Is there a chance that we could check out the family album where we keep all the records of families' births and stuff? I already know my brother was over 9 pounds and almost 23 inches long when he was born. My grandmother told me all about it the first time my parents tried to shame me. The subject gets changed very fast. After supper, my parents told me that I should not have tried to embarrass them with private things that are not my concern. I told them that if I heard anything about my living arrangements ever again for the rest of my life, I would make sure to keep bringing up the fact that my mom was in her second trimester when they got married. Boom. Mic drop. I can't drop this one because it's connected, but you get the idea. My parents are mad at me for telling them how to behave in their own home, but my fiance is happy that they seem to be off the subject for good. Am I I the asshole? Hell no, and good for you. I don't know how premeditated this was, OP, but it was brilliant to have this ammo that your hypocritical parents, who are harping on you and shaming you for living in sin, got pregnant out of wedlock. OP, this is brilliant. It is a huge signal to your fiance. You stood up for her. You stood up for your relationship. You created a boundary, and you also called them out on their hypocritical bullshit at the same time. In front of everyone. This couldn't be more awesome. Not an asshole at all. Your parents are hypocrites. They know that you know that they're hypocrites now, and hopefully they never bring it up again. I don't have much to say about this, except for you're awesome. That's it. Good job. Well done. What else am I supposed to say? OP is a badass. OP is a badass. OP called his parents out on being hypocritical douchebags. I wonder at what point in the dinner this all happened, because it'd be really funny if it was like in the beginning or the middle, not at the end. It would be great, because after that there's going to be this awkwardness, and you have to be feeling this like swell of pride for drawing a line in the sand and standing up for your fiance, and your fiance is like probably like, I'm so hot for you right now, and you're just like, excuse me, Mom, would you pass me the the gravy? You could have just had so much fun with this. You were probably the bigger person, and after making your point, probably just shut up about it, but you really could have drove it home, just every time been like, can I have some of this premature turkey? Now, was this turkey conceived out of wedlock? Is this a turkey of sin? Is this a hypocritical turkey? What kind of turkey is this? It's important that we know. Was this turkey immaculately conceived? Surely they didn't think they were going to be able to keep this a secret forever. They had to know it was a risk that you would find out and call them on their bullshit. Now, it's kind of like everything that they've ever said about this subject, or living in sin, or about having a child out of wedlock, or getting pregnant out of wedlock, or having premarital sex. Everything that they have ever said about this has just lost credibility. So, good for you. Maybe they'll shut up now and keep their hypocritical opinions to themselves. We'll see.